You know, I see not all of them, but some of my friends' kids. The overpraise of children all the time. I mean, I live in LA and these kids, you go to dinner. When I was a kid, you were seen and not heard. Therefore, you learn something, discipline, how to behave, and maybe you learn something from adult conversation. Now you go to these people's houses and all of a sudden they'll go, stop, let's hear what Oliver has to say. Oliver's 8. I don't care what Oliver has to say. Okay, so he killed a worm today, big deal. And the parents are going, he's a genius, and you look at him, There's nothing wrong with positive reinforcement. When you're telling kids you're a genius, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you're setting them up for a bad deal. And these kids, I just don't understand. They're 26 years old. I think that healthcare, the Obama healthcare, started all this because they would sell it by going, and you can keep your kids on the insurance policy till they're 26. You're not a kid when you're 26. By the age of 26, I had been married twice and had 4 cars and had been in jail. It was nothing bad. Non-payment of fines, that's all it was. But at 26, what is that? You can't get them out of the house. Some of you may remember this. When I was a kid, I loved my mom and dad, but I wanted out of the house. Does anybody remember that? I want out. Now you can't get them out. You come home, they're like giant manatees lying around the living room. Get out. You slug, you big slug. And they crawl down into the basement. All these kids are living in the basement now. And one day they gotta come out. That's the zombie apocalypse when they come out of the basement. I have friends or kid, the kid must be 30. He lives in the, I said, what's he doing? Well, he's looking for a job. In the basement? Well, he's got the internet. He's got a girlfriend. In the basement? On the internet. Yeah, that must be a real romance. I'm afraid I'm going to be over there about 5 years from now. Come out of the basement. My parents said I could stay in the basement. Your parents have been dead for 5 years. So many people today think they're supposed to be given something. We're supposed to be given something. I think some young person soon is going to say, the government should give us free toilet paper. It's not my fault I crap. Because we are becoming a politically correct society. Changing our history, changing our language. They don't use the word problems anymore. Now it's an issue. You're not going to a doctor, you're going to a caregiver. You're not going to a hospital, you're going to a wellness center. Everything sounds better, but it's still the same thing. It's just to confuse us. I did a show at UCLA, I told a joke. I said, my grandma's going deaf, we can't afford a hearing aid, so we stopped talking to her. The lady that booked the show stopped me. She said, the term is no longer deaf, it's hearing impaired. I said, it doesn't matter what you say, she ain't gonna hear it. The LA Times announced they will no longer use the term illegal alien. They believe it's insensitive. I thought it was just a definition. You have legal aliens and illegal. That's as simple as that. That's all it is. But it's insensitive. Pretty soon we'll call burglars unwelcome house guests. Hey, did you know that Dry Bar Comedy has its own app? So download it right now and watch my entire special.